Right now at noon, more potential explosive devices have been found, including one sent to actor Robert De Niro at his production company in New York City. Plus, a former congressional candidate from Wisconsin appears in federal court accused of trying to buy radioactive materials online with the intent to kill someone.
This is News 3 at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 on this Thursday afternoon. We'll get to those stories in just a bit. But first, let's head over to the Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us at the noon hour. Thanks for coming in today.
No problem. Actually, a pretty quiet weather forecast out there. The clouds have moved in, but temperatures will be about the same as the last couple of days. Let's start out by taking a look at Doppler tracking. You can see some showers across Minnesota and Iowa, but those are moving to the north and are staying out to the west of us. So other than a slight chance of a shower tonight and tomorrow, I think most of the time, at least into the first part of the weekend, will be dry. Low temperatures this morning started out a little bit milder thanks to the cloud cover. Here in Madison, we dropped to 36 degrees. A few places up to the north still fell into the 20s, but that was the exception rather than the rule. Current temperatures are in the middle 40s to around 50 degrees, and over the next 12 hours, look for temperatures to gradually climb up to the lower 50s by mid-afternoon, and then those temperatures will drop off, but only slowly thanks to the cloud cover into the lower 40s by around midnight tonight. And look for, like I say, more clouds and just some slight chances for showers into Saturday. I'll have the first alert forecast in a few minutes.
No big washouts or anything?
Nope.
All right, we'll check back. Thanks, Gary.
Okay.
Topping the news today, a former Wisconsin Republican congressional candidate was in federal court today. 30-year-old Jeremy Ryan was arrested by the FBI in Black Earth yesterday. He's been charged with attempted possession of radioactive material with the intent to kill someone. According to a criminal complaint, Ryan was using a hidden service website that is publicly accessible marketplace and forum. Court documents allege Ryan tried to buy the material to kill an unnamed man and told the seller, who was an undercover FBI agent, that he was looking for something rare and difficult to get a hold of. We'll have more from Ryan's court hearing today on Live at 4. The list of prominent Democrats targeted with crude pipe bombs is growing. At least 3 more suspicious packages were identified overnight as federal investigators work to find out who is responsible for them. New York City's bomb squad transported a package this morning that was headed to actor Robert De Niro. Another 2 devices were stopped in Delaware before they could reach former Vice President Joe Biden. And late last night, a package was found at an L.A. postal facility heading to Democrat Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
We could have been blown, everybody over in here.
Sources tell CBS News the packages are similar to other devices found in 4 states and Washington, D.C. At least 3 of those packages contained pipe bombs. In light of those attacks, President Donald Trump is calling for a more civil tone in this country's political discourse. That was his message to voters here in Wisconsin last night, speaking at a rally at the airport in Mosinee. The president started the event by urging politicians to stop treating their opponents like they're morally defective. He also campaigned for Governor Walker and Republican U.S. Senate candidate Leah Vukmir ahead of the midterm election. And the Democratic candidate for governor, Tony Evers, responded to last night's rally, saying the choice is clear for Wisconsin between, quote, 4 more years of the dark and divisive politics or a new chapter for our state. And Senator Tammy Baldwin tweeted that while she's not worried about the president campaigning for Vukmir, she is worried her opponent will vote to strip away health care coverage for those with pre-existing conditions if Vukmir wins on November 6th. Former President Barack Obama is coming to Wisconsin on Friday. He'll campaign for Senator Tammy Baldwin, candidate for Governor Tony Evers, and other Democratic candidates. He'll be at the North Division High School on Milwaukee's North Side Friday afternoon. The Deerfield Fire Department is looking for a cause of a house fire this morning. Multiple departments were called to a home on Highway W just south of Schuster's Farm. The departments helped haul in water to help fight the fire because there were no nearby fire hydrants. 1 person inside the home was able to get out. Firefighters are calling the home a total loss. They believe the fire started inside the home, possibly an electrical issue. It's not believed to be suspicious. Investigators plan to post an update to social media concerning the search for Jamie Kloss today. They are offering a reward now for anyone who can help find the missing Wisconsin teen. It's been a week and a half since Jamie's parents were found murdered in their Barron home. Investigators believe Jamie was abducted and have ruled her out as a suspect in her parents' deaths. The FBI has a $25,000 reward for any information that directly leads to her location. If you know anything, you can call the 24-hour tip line. That number is 855-744-3879, or send an email to the address on your screen. We have both of those addresses and phone numbers on channel3000.com as well. And 2 Middleton firefighters say they feel like they made a difference after helping with a massive search for clues in that case earlier this week. Battalion Chief Brad Subra and one of his colleagues drove 200 miles to participate in Tuesday's search.
They're going to see the news clips and say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of love. On a Tuesday morning in October, middle of the day, and 2,000 people are willing to come, drop what they're doing, and give that search. It's amazing to see the amount of cars that were coming down the road, turning into the staging area, was awe-inspiring.
Tuesday's search came up empty as far as evidence goes, but Chief Supra says they feel like they helped. Investigators are still looking for 2 vehicles of interest in this case. And there's more to come on News 3 at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
You've got your main course, you made a salad, and now you've realized you forgot about a side dish. No worries, we've got you covered. Okay, you've got your main course, you made a salad, and you've just realized you forgot your side dish. No worries, because we've got an easy skillet go-along that's on the table in about 20 minutes. Not only is it quick, it's so good, it might win an award for the best supporting side dish. In a skillet, we begin by sauteing some chopped onion in a bit of oil until it's tender. To that, We add some uncooked white rice and saute it until it's golden. We add some chicken broth and let that simmer for about 15 minutes or until it's tender. And now for the part that gives this dish its big, bold flavor. We add in a can of black beans that we've drained, a generous amount of corn, some fresh salsa, cilantro, and a bit of ground cumin. 5 more minutes is all it takes for the flavors to blend together. Then it's ready to serve. Maybe garnish it with a bit more cilantro, and it's a party of flavor in every bite. Whether you serve this with roasted chicken, a burger, or on Taco Tuesdays, you can't go wrong. To get the recipe for our Fiesta Rice Skillet, all you have to do is check out our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fun and festive way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, guys, thank you. You'll meet our pet of the week in just a couple of minutes, but our chance for rain returns tonight. Gary will have the details in his first alert forecast coming up. More staff departures at Wells Fargo, and the Powerball jackpot swells. Here's Diane King Hall with today's Money Watch report.
Two more executives have been sidelined at Wells Fargo. The bank says its chief administrative officer and chief auditor are being placed on leave and will no longer be members of its operating committee. It comes amid ongoing regulatory investigations into its sales practices. A big recall of a popular vehicle. Ford is recalling nearly 1.3 million Focus compact cars in the U.S. from the 2012 through 2018 model years. The problem, an issue with the fuel system can cause engines to stall without warning. Ford says owners should keep the gas tank half full until the vehicles are repaired. Another global airliner is reeling after a major hack. Cathay Pacific says it discovered a data breach that compromised the personal details of more than 9 million passengers. Cyber thieves also made off with more than 24 existing credit card numbers and another 403 expired cards. The airline says suspicious activity was discovered in March. And lotto fever continues. No one won last night's $620 million Powerball jackpot. The numbers were 3, 21, 45, 53, 56, and the Powerball 22. That means Saturday's Powerball jackpot will be $750 million. That would make it the 4th largest jackpot in U.S. history. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. The Dow Industrials rebounding from yesterday's big loss, up 321 points. The NASDAQ up 176. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee. It's nice to see those green arrows on Wall Street after yesterday.
Boy, after the past couple of days, yeah, I think a lot of folks are wondering how their 401ks and IRAs were doing for them. So farmers are happy right now. We're continuing to use the most out of this, get the most out of this weather, Mark. Getting a lot of reports from the field that yields are actually a lot better than we might have expected. So that's the good news. Unfortunately, today in Chicago, the numbers continue to go down. We got our export list out this morning, and it's a little disappointing. China's basically shut the spigot off when it comes to U.S. soybeans. They are seeing a 20% jump in the business that Brazil is doing as far as soybeans is concerned. And you know most of that is headed to China. So a lot of concern over how long we can sustain that kind of discussion between the United States and China. So far, it doesn't look like the United States is even going to try to budge at all when it comes to its demands from China. The president and the leader from China are supposed to meet again next month. Word is that that is still at least officially on the calendar, but there's not been any efforts whatsoever on either side to try to talk about some of the other difficult issues. Agriculture is not the least of their concerns. It's more about those proprietary information and technology exchanges that they are really at a crossroads. But in the meantime, agriculture just kind of trying to hang on and wait and see what the resolution is going to look like. As far as other agribusiness news is concerned, just want to remind you again that we've got the World Clydesdale Show that's going on out at the Alliant Energy Center. They've got a record-breaking number of animals that are here from all across North America, the United States and Canada, more than 650 strong, and the show runs through Sunday. Another item that we want to remind you about, National FFA Convention. Last night, Garth Brooks was on stage and got a rousing response from the 65,000 blue and gold jackets in the room. Pretty cool to see that. Barrel cheese rallied today, up 4 3/4 cents at 125.5. 40-pound block cheese gained 2 3/4 cents as well at 149 3/4. And AA butter, Mark, back up 2 3/4 cents today at $2.24 a pound. But again, my phone's been ringing off the hook. We've got the combine rolling up in O'Connell County, getting our soybeans off. So as long as Gary can keep blowing that wet weather out of our borders, I'll be a happy camper.
All right, well, we'll see what we can do here.
Good.
We'll see you later, Pam. Gary's here now. A little rain.
I love when Pam just puts it on me.
It's all to you, Gary. The entire harvest.
Well,
in your hands.
I think the next couple of days, the rain chances will be spotty, and when it does occur, it will be light. And some areas will miss out altogether. I think the better chances for rain will be on Sunday, and then again toward the latter part of next week. Halloween, though, has actually improved a little bit in the forecast. Let's start out by taking a look at the temperature trend over the over the last 24 hours, and you can see yesterday we were a little cooler than we were previously. Temperatures in the lower 50s for highs. We dropped into the middle 30s last night, and then temperatures have been rebounding back into the middle 40s. We should end up about where we were yesterday in the lower 50s. On Doppler track, not seeing any rain across southern Wisconsin. I'm sure that makes Pam happy. And the showers that are out to the west are moving to the north, so it's going to be a while before these showers reach us. And even when they do reach us, a dry easterly wind flow, at least for the time being, will keep those showers pretty spotty when they do occur. Live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. Mostly cloudy skies there, but it's not a very thick overcast. The WISC Skycam looking off toward the west, also showing mostly cloudy skies. The Edgewater Skycam downtown showing mostly cloudy skies over the southern end of Lake Mendota. As we check out our current conditions, right now we're at 46. Skies are cloudy at the airport. Winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Dew point temperatures up into the middle 30s, so that's keeping overnight low temperatures up a bit as well. In fact, the high temperature trend over the next 7 days beginning tomorrow, you can see 50s for Friday and Saturday, a little cooler for the early part of next week, mid to upper 40s, back to the lower 50s for Tuesday and Wednesday, Halloween, and then our temperatures might drop off even more toward the end of next week with the possibility for some rain and snow showers. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook does call for above normal temperatures on the east coast and the west coast, below normal temperatures in between, but an active storm track will keep the best chances for higher amounts of precipitation over the southeastern part of the country. Much of the eastern two-thirds of the country will see at least a chance for above normal precipitation. Low temperatures this morning, right around freezing in northern Wisconsin, mid-30s here. Current temperatures are in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. The winds right now generally pretty light, and notice again that easterly wind flow, that's bringing in dry air, so those showers out to the west of Minnesota are kind of following along with the southerly winds there, heading up to the north, and those easterly winds keeping our precipitation at bay. Our forecast for this afternoon, mostly cloudy, seasonably cool, high temperature topping out at 51. For tonight, mostly cloudy, just a slight chance for a shower, low temperature dropping to 38. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy, maybe a few showers, high temperature at 51. On future track, you can see the cloudy skies continuing, high temperatures today right around 50 degrees, low temperatures tonight, upper 30s, might be a spotty shower and a spot or two into tomorrow as well. High temperatures tomorrow, about the same as today, right around the 50-degree mark. As we take a look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, those temperatures, though, stay in the lower 50s through Saturday. Then Sunday, a chance of showers. That could be mixed with a little snow north of Madison. Not looking at a big deal there. I did change the forecast, though, from Tuesday into Halloween. Shower chances from late Tuesday into early Wednesday. Maybe by afternoon it'll be dry for the trick-or-treaters. Then look at the end of next week. Highs only upper 30s to around 40, some rain and snow shower chances.
Well, it's November.
It is.
All right, Gary, thank you. We'll meet our pet of the week when we come back. Marissa DeGroot from the Dane County Humane Society is here with our pet of the week. Hi, Marissa.
Hi.
This is Duke, and I love this dog. What a great guy. Tell us about him.
Well, Duke is about 5 years old, and he was surrendered to Dane County Humane Society. Unfortunately, his owners just weren't able to care for him any longer, but it does not get any sweeter than Duke here.
Yeah, he is a great guy. And he's what do we think?
He's some sort of border collie mix. It might be a little hard to tell. This is full grown for him, maybe a little overgrown for him,
He's
to
a
be
little
honest.
exercise there, buddy.
Yep, so he's looking for a family that can get him a little more active, and I think he loves to go out for walks. He's just looking to maybe drop a few pounds over this coming winter.
And he sits well. And
Yeah, he has a great sit, a great shake, and what I love about him too is he's just been rolling around on his back, just kind of a big goofball. And he just makes himself right at home right away.
yeah, he was rolling around on the rug here, having a blast, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you were. Oh, you're a good guy. You're such a good boy.
So if you're looking for like a great snuggle buddy, but also some nice long walks in the crisp fall air, I think this is the guy for you.
And speaking of fall, a lot of people bringing in animals from they consider stray.
Yeah, so as the weather starts getting a little colder, we start to see a lot more stray cats being brought in. If you've been watching them over the summer and you're like, it's getting a little chilly for them, just remember to give Dane County Humane Society a call before you bring in any of those strays. We want to set you up with an appointment so we can provide the best care for you and the best services for the animal when they come in.
Just don't drop them off.
Yep, give us a call first. We're going to get you in as soon as we can, but it helps for us to kind of know when they're coming in.
And what if people see a stray cat and they can't get it?
Always give us a call. We have some resources, or we can connect you with animal services, because yeah, we want to make sure all those kitties are getting in before it starts freezing.
Yeah, it's going to get cold. All right, last week?
Last week we had Nigel the rabbit, and remember we had so many rabbits at the shelter. We had 17 available. Nigel is still available. We did have a bunch of rabbits go home, but Nigel's still waiting for that family.
I have part of Nigel still in my suit.
I know.
Some of the hair. All right, let's get Duco home here, all right? Go to the website, giveshelter.org, for information on him and all the animals available. Listen, this dog is great.
Yeah.
All right, Marissa, thank you. Let's get one final check from the forecast. Gary?
Well, skies are cloudy. They'll stay that way for a while. Let's check out the 10-day forecast. You'll see those temperatures in the lower 50s for this afternoon, tomorrow, and Saturday. Just slight chances for showers. A little better chance on Sunday. Then a little bit of a warm-up for Tuesday and Wednesday. Some showers, though, hopefully ending in time for the trick-or-treaters for on Wednesday. And then after that, some rain and snow showers.
All right, we'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.